Welcome to our morning show today on a Wednesday, December 4th. Well, we certainly have some great things to tell you about as we head closer to the holidays. In fact, Christmas Day just 3 weeks away from today. A couple of area congregations are doing some really special things to help us enjoy the season maybe even a little bit better. And one of them is Bethlehem Lutheran, and Pastor Dan Lewing is our guest. He joins us by phone today. Good morning. Can it be possible that we're 3 weeks away from Christmas, Dan?
Time is definitely flying, and I think I'm actually ready for this one.
Good. That's all right. You're 3 steps ahead of the rest of us then. But you guys have a special event, the 7th annual Journey to Bethlehem Live Nativity. And it's coming up Saturday. And Dan, it looks like weather-wise, your prayers must have been answered.
I think I'm turning the tide when it comes to planning events and getting decent weather. I think for a couple-year stretch, you could plan any sort of precipitation around whenever I scheduled an event. I had better odds than any meteorologist around.
So it should be a good day. Well, tell us about it. What time will it be happening this Saturday?
Well, this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we'll be having our 7th annual Journey to Bethlehem Live Nativity. It is amazing to me that it's the 7th annual already. You want to talk about time flying as far as not just getting ready for Christmas, but that this is our 7th, and this was the event that we became most known for in our community and what ultimately led to the naming of our congregation. Continuous event, we were able to keep this going during COVID. We went to more of a drive-through style outside of the community center when we were at peak COVID times, and was just happy to finding ways to continue to bring Christmas joy. And now in our own space, as we prep for our 7th annual, we're ready to provide this Christmas joy and reason for Christmas joy with this special event.
I think you had a little bit of construction work going on there this summer, didn't you?
Yeah, we had getting things ready for both from our preschool and the launch of our nature-based preschool, and some of the things taking place as part of that. Also getting parking lot and things in order, and finishing the facility transformation that we began, and it is now fully set for events just like this.
So will it be continue to be a drive-through? Describe to us how it works.
Yeah, so we're back indoors again from the very beginning when this all started, and this idea came from our church council president. When this was brought to me, my thought was this was great, but the Florida boy in me said, how can we do this indoors? And December can be a little bit eventful from a weather standpoint, and then also just wanted to make this more accessible for all ages and people. And so this is an indoor event that acts as a walking tour of the main points of the live nativity scene and reasons for coming to Bethlehem. So this begins with people are brought in. There's a registration table, and then brought into a room where there's hot chocolate and different coffee and different drinks available in that regard. Listening to some live music taking place. I'll talk more about that in just a little bit, but from there, a tour guide will take groups in to meet a Bethlehem historian to find out what's so significant about Bethlehem this time of year, to meet an innkeeper to learn what were inns like. This isn't exactly Motel 6, so what does it mean when it says there is no room in the inn? So learning a little bit about that, and then meeting a shepherd to find out what was life like at this time caring for shepherd. What does it mean to be a shepherd, and what did that all entail, and how does that connect to the Christmas story? And that's what brings us to a living still of the live nativity, and hearing the famous words from Luke chapter 2, and also having animals that will be there as part of that live living still experience, as we have animals from Tiny Acres Farms that will also be with us as part of this.
So it's a great learning experience, and I guess my question, Pastor Dan, is that do you go by groups? Does each group go in and meet the shepherd and move into the inn, or is it just kind of first come, first serve?
It comes in groups. So there will be, when people come in, they'll have a chance to, again, grab a refreshment, sit down, listen to some live music, and then a group tour guide will come and bring everyone together and then walk through the different stages and learn from the different people. And the whole process roughly is about 15 to 20 minutes for that component. And then we have other opportunities for family-based activities. There will be, we have switched in the last couple of years to providing a family craft opportunity. And in previous years, we've done a build-your-own wreath. This year, we're actually making a live nativity throw pillow, and each family will be able to take one of those home when it's all done. And then there will be an opportunity for Christmas cookie decorating, and more importantly, Christmas cookie eating, because we can never get enough sweets this time of year. And just adding to those, adding to the full Christmas experience, and making this one of those wonderful memories for a family.
Well, there's nothing like a holiday celebration like this, and if you have music, it kind of makes it even better. And I understand you have some special performers coming to Bethlehem Lutheran on Saturday.
Yeah, we have a few different musical offerings that are taking place locally in our region. We have some piano students that will be coming in and playing some of the pieces that they've been working on. And a chance to hear that right at the beginning at 10 o'clock. And then from there, we'll have opportunities from Luther High School from Onalaska. There will be students from there that will be doing some singing of Christmas carols and a chance to hear some of those wonderful classics that we enjoy. And then we have a 4-member string quartet that has been with us for the last number of years, and they've done such beautiful work with us. It's nice to have them as a staple of what we do, and so that's from 12 to 2, or in that range. We'll have them with us, providing that wonderful Christmas music.
I think it's fun for all ages, but boy, the children are going to get a real kick out of this, aren't they?
Yeah, we have an event that is set up for families, for children, and to be able to get the full Christmas feel and experience. And again, one of those opportunities. Again, this is a free program. There's no cost to this, and so families can come and create some of those Christmas memories and have a memento to take back home with to remind from the day and the experience. And it's one of those opportunities with children to see the smiles on their faces and be reminded what Christmas is all about.
I'm guessing that you have to have some sponsors, some people that donate to put on an event this large, don't you?
It's been backed fully by our wonderful members of our congregation. This has been a staple for us at Bethlehem, of being able to provide this in our community. And we love hearing how there's some people that have been with all 7 times, and the variations that we've done, as well as this is the time of year for tradition. So it's nice to have the things that you look forward to, even if you've been to this multiple times. There's so many wonderful things part of this that people enjoy coming back to each year, and we're thankful to be able to keep doing that. We always make it possible if anyone wants to donate towards this, to keep this event going. There's always that opportunity if anyone wants to, but again, our congregation is willing to step up and provide this Christmas experience to our community.
Pastor Dan Lewing, our guest, the 7th Annual Journey to Bethlehem coming up this weekend. And you mentioned, 7 years. Now I think it is to the point where people kind of call this tradition, don't they?
Yeah, it's been interesting to see how much this pulls locally from our Richland Center community, and then regionally, of this being an event that people look forward to and coming into the community for, and a chance to connect around the joys of Christmas and being reminded of what it's all about.
Take us back to the first year, and maybe you could talk about how this event has grown.
Yeah, the first year, this was the first major event, the largest major event that we attempted. This was started before we officially formed as a congregation, and we used the rented space in the community center in the gymnasium, and set this up to be similar to what it is now 7 years later. But it was our first time doing it, so we literally built the wooden structures that are still with us 7 years later. We've created the different rooms and the feel and the environment, and getting our volunteers together. And I believe our historian has been with us all 7 years, so being able to stay in that role and assisting in that role has been wonderful. And others that have come in since then. But going back to that first time, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how this would go. We had a basic idea and concept, but what would this look like? You're going to have to take at least 1 year through to get a feel for it. But also, how is it going to be received? And we advertised for this, and we hoped for maybe 100 people that would come and take part in our inaugural event. And we ended up with that in the first hour. We ended up with over 400 people in all in that first year, and we're blown away by the community response and this opportunity to create a new tradition in Richland Center.
I know that you've had to research it, of course, and your shepherds and the innkeepers and everybody, they have to be kind of up to speed on what to say, don't they?
Yeah, there's research that goes into this to make sure that we're being historically accurate and looking at from just making the scriptural account come alive, as well as finding some background information on like what was life like for a shepherd at that time, or doing more research on what was an inn, and especially coming into Bethlehem. This was a family-based, I think, about a very large family reunion. That was the point of the census that was taking place, and so inns were more of the many houses operated as inns. You had the upper area where it was more of the living quarters, but then the lower areas where animals would be brought in like at night or being protected by things or part of the full family structure. So it was different concept than what we're used to or what we see today. And so trying to make that come alive, help people connect with what was taking place, has been one of the joys of doing this, and being reminded that the sheep that were tended in those Bethlehem fields were often used for temple sacrifice in Jerusalem. And so that concept of Jesus being described as the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world, coming to the Bethlehem fields, coming to those shepherds, the connection that of our sin that separates us from God, and of the salvation that is found in Christ, that is the gift that is given to us at Christmas. It's a wonderful opportunity to connect these scriptural truths and these visuals into who Jesus is and what he's done for us.
Do you have to school the Tiny Acres animals and kind of give them a background so they know how to act?
They don't tend to take direction too well, so we kind of let them ad-lib a little bit. The animals, anyways. Samson the camel has helped us become more, at least the last year, more historically accurate. We had a kangaroo the first time within it, and that didn't quite fit the accuracy we were going for, though it's always fun to take part in that. So we'll see who's with us this year, but it's been great to work with Tiny Acres, and again, children and animals is always a winning combination, and both from the accuracy of the event and to providing more of this experience for children and families is a wonderful thing.
Well, I've met Samson the camel, and he once in a while misbehaves, so he bears watching, doesn't he?
He decides to make his voice known on occasion with it. I got a selfie with him somewhere around here, so I think we've come to an understanding.
You don't have very many live nativities, I would say, anywhere that has a real camel, though, do you?
That is one of the unique experiences that we have here. It has been great to be able to do that. You think of, again, extending the Christmas connections with the wise men and of camels being connected with this. And so it's kind of a joy to be able to provide some of the added, very historically accurate visuals.
Do you have trouble finding wise men? there at Bethlehem Lutheran?
Well, we have wise guys, not wise
Okay, that's
men.
what it is.
And so I would be one of those. And it's the wise men that are actually taking you through. And when I mentioned tour guides, it's the wise men that are taking you through to the different to see the historian and the innkeeper and the shepherd as part of this. And so that's one of the roles that I get to play. And that's why I said very much wise guy, not wise man. But it's been a wonderful privilege to be a part of.
Awesome. Well, this is just one of the many things I know that your congregation is going to be a part of. Are you doing some things special for your Christmas services, Daniel?
Yeah, Christmas Eve, we're looking forward to our candlelight carol service. And so we have on Christmas Eve, December 24th at 7 p.m., we'll be having our candlelight Christmas carol service. There'll be a chance to focus on lift our voices and singing the well-known carols and hymns that we enjoy this time of year. We talk about traditions, and the reason why we enjoy these traditions is because they're timeless. It's the timeless truth that is there for us every Christmas, that born in Bethlehem, a Savior has been born for you and me. He is Christ the Lord. And it's a wonderful opportunity to be reminded of this timeless truth that impacts our every Christmas and every season beyond that, and helps us to appreciate and give thanks for the blessings and the greatest gift that we receive in Jesus, our Savior.
I don't know if you set a time for that candlelight service, did you?
7 p.m.
Okay. And maybe you did. That's awesome. And you're located in Rockbridge. Easy to find, aren't you?
Yeah, easy to find. The former Rockbridge School is what we've been able to transform over the last couple of years and bringing the full facility back to life, and from operating as a senior meal site within the county and assisting seniors with having a wonderful space to gather. And while the food is nice, I always say it's not about the food, it's about the fellowship. And so we're thankful to be able to serve our community in that way. We have our preschool that we've operated to assist with that Child Care Desert Challenge and being able to provide high-quality education and helping to build those early foundational skills and to still be out and enjoying nature, using the space that we have here to be able to do that and allow children to get out and movement and learn and all the wonderful blessings that comes from being in nature and learning about nature, and to operating as a church and being able to provide that dedicated space as well. So we're thankful for being able to transform this facility and bringing it back to life, and all the different ways that we're able to connect with the community as a result, from our live nativity to our Christmas Eve candlelight service. But we invite the members of our community to come and see the transformation. Come enjoy some of these events or opportunities to gather, and look forward to meeting.
How has the school year been going, Dan?
It's been good. It's they might actually let me play in the STEM room, so we're almost we're getting there. I might graduate this year, Phil.
All right.
So I'm hopeful. This is my year.
You're going to pass me in your years in school, I guess. And I know you had your car show and festivities in the fall. Did that go well?
Yeah, that was really our first kickoff of the completed construction and renovations. So the fall festival with the classic car show, I think we had 85 classic cars that were there. As part of that, we had for some of the kiddos, we had a classic car drag racing along the front as part of our new single stall parking along the front, and some various events and things that were taking place within that. So it was a wonderful fall opportunity. Looking forward to seeing that event continue to grow as well, and looking forward to that this next fall too.
I know you work with the Richland School District, in terms of the students there. And if someone is interested or listening, can they apply, or can they get their student enrolled at any time during the year?
Yeah, so thank you. I almost forgot to mention that the other way in which we are serving the community is with the Community 4K as part of our preschool program, and operating and connecting with the Richland School District. And so anyone can that particular program runs through the full school year calendar. So that would be setting up for this next August, but time flies, and so if someone is wanting to reserve a spot for that, they can reach out to us and make sure they have the opportunity to be part of the Community 4K program that operates out of our preschool. And right now we're beginning to take enrollment for our 2025 year as we begin in January. That part of the preschool open enrollment is available at any time, provided we still have space. And right now we still do have a limited number of spaces available. So if anyone wants to reach out to find out how to enroll your student in it's our 2K, 3K, and 4K program. So our 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and 4-year-old kindergarten program. That is an immersive educational experience that provides a wonderful space for learning. Again, movement-based, engaging. We have our new STEM room that is now fully open, and so we have access to an augmented reality sand table. And so we have different themes or ways of continuing the learning from our room. And in that STEM room, here's a way. There's an oceans theme. As you move around the sand, you can go on the hunt for ocean animals. You can dig for bugs. You can excavate for dinosaur bones. We have an art program where whatever animal they do, if it is an ocean theme, whatever they draw and put together and color, it'll go underneath the scanner, and from the scanner, whatever they drew goes into the screen itself, so it makes their artwork come alive. And that's one for, I think, for someone that may not be that interested in that particular skill yet. It engages, it connects with the student, it makes them want to learn and focus on that, those fine motor skills and pencil grip. And if someone really loves to draw and art and being a part of that, the more detail they put into the picture, the more they see on the screen. So it's a way to engage with the students of all different interests and learning abilities and age ranges for that. And we do an introduction to coding, computer coding, robotics, working with a 3D printer. This time of year, that's Santa's workshop, so they get to have some fun in that regard. And then again, our nature program, we have a full nature trail connected just outside of our school that is designed for ages 2, 3, and 4. And so we're happy to be able to provide an experience not normally found in our communities of this size. And so being able to provide that experience, that education that is led by a teacher with over 15 years of experience and a master's degree in curriculum and instruction, and was a Herb Colt recipient for innovations in kindergarten education, just like the ones that we're providing here, and being able to do that. So if anyone would like to learn more about our preschool and what we can offer for your 2, 3, or 4-year-old, they can definitely contact us about our preschool and enrollment availability.
That was the first I'd ever heard of 2K until you brought it up on the morning show a while back. So it does exist, doesn't it?
It does, and it's just increasing awareness that these little minds, it's not pushing them beyond capability or doing something that doesn't connect with where a 2-year-old is. And this isn't this is not an environment where we're sitting them down in a chair and now we're drilling worksheets and it's all about trying to cram as much learning into them. At this age, it is movement-based, it is play-based. And so again, you think of the art program that we're doing for that. They're just having fun. They don't realize that they're working on pencil grip and fine motor skills, or learning and you don't have to color between the lines with you. There's all these little things that are there, all these little skills that are necessary by the time they go to kindergarten. They're already working on those skills and getting that opportunity to learn that, to do that. But for them, it's all about discovery. At this age, it's creating that love of learning and learning how to learn. And we provide an experience and an environment that fosters that, encourages that, and lets the children run with it as much as they're having fun.
What's interesting is you're combining regular motor skill development with more high-tech stuff. I think it's kind of the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yeah, we love being nature-based. Means it's going to be there's plenty of time where there's no screens, there's no connection to anything. It's just getting out in the environment and unlocking the mind and being able to just enjoy being there. But out on the nature trail, they'll do art projects out there. They'll do story time out there. All of it in just finding things within the learning element, within the trail element of how that's incorporated into the learning. Come this spring, we have a small greenhouse that is now there and available. We're going to be going from seed to fruit. We're going to be having a full garden center that they're going to be able to learn within that too. So there's plenty of unplugged and no screen opportunities for learning. But then we also have using that tech to be able to engage that with learning at this age. Like, there is tech that is available that's designed for this age group. I know it sounds kind of funny doing computer coding with a 3-year-old, and yet it's possible. And so we're just teaching some of those things, and they're just engaged in learning. They're just having fun, but we're able to incorporate these elements into the learning. We have an augmented reality literacy program that uses different animals that are connected with each letter of the alphabet. So you have Amos the alligator, or Brody the bear. And what happens is that animal on the screen engages with them. So after a couple of seconds, when Brody the bear is up there, all of a sudden he'll stand up and roar at the students. Normally the challenge with this age group is you need attention to get retention. If you can get their attention, these minds are little sponges. They soak up everything. And so when you have something like that happening, Brody the bear roaring at you, no one's playing with their shoelace, no one's looking outside, you have their attention, which increases retention. So it's just using some of these opportunities to help engage and foster learning and building that stamina and that fun for just excited to learn and discover.
That's so far ahead of where we were at, especially for me. You know, at that age, if the teacher would have said, B is for Brody the bear, I would have been, slow down, Mrs. Peckham. You know, and I was like 7 years old at the time. So, so it's amazing.
Yeah, I remember my A for the apple, coloring my apple on my kindergarten seat within it. So I remember that stuff. I'm jealous seeing these, what is available for learning today. And just that type of engaging learning that can be there. And one of the things where I connected is one of the opportunities in the STEM room is I have a miniature claw machine. I don't know if you grew up playing those or enjoying playing those at all within it, but I always had a blast with those. And there's a tabletop version that we have that has 3 levers to it. And so that's what I think is interesting to me is with these 3 levers, every single 4-year-old in our program has gotten something out of it. And you think of 3 levers, that's multi-step processing. So you have to learn what each one does and figuring that out, but every single one of our 4-year-olds has figured that out and done that. Their capacity and what they're capable of doing to teach multi-step processing at age 4 is incredible to me. Plus, it gives me an excuse to play with the toys myself. So,
well, people can check that out when they come to Bethel Lutheran for the live Nativity this weekend. Again, Pastor Dan, maybe you can go over the times and what's going to happen here this coming Saturday.
Yeah, our 7th annual Journey to Bethlehem Live Nativity takes place this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can come at any time within it to receive a tour, to enjoy some of the craft-based projects, the cookie decorating and cookie eating, listening to the music. That will all be taking place throughout that time. And everyone in our community is invited to come, whether it's your first time or 7th time. We look forward to having you this Saturday between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
All right. Well, thanks for what you do for the community. That's an awesome thing to kind of brighten our holiday season a little bit. So Merry Christmas to you, Dan, and we'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas to you, and I'll save a cookie for you.
All right, you do that. Pastor Dan Lewig joining us again, 7th Annual Journey to Bethlehem. That's coming up this weekend, Saturday, 10 to 2. Well, also in our area, a congregation doing a great thing for the holiday. They're putting on another community Christmas dinner. Church of the Nazarene members will be joining us next on The Morning Show.